Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Dialogue. Well, my question today is very simple. Who is running Maharashtra government? Is NCP running Maharashtra government? The group split away from NCP running Maharashtra government? Shiv Sena running Maharashtra government? Group split away from Shiv Sena running Maharashtra government? Who exactly is running Maharashtra government? I mean, you have a NCP in the government, you have an NCP in the opposition. You have a Shiv Sena in the government and you have a Shiv Sena in the opposition. Who exactly is running Maharashtra government? And can we run democracy like this? I have a very eminent guest with me, and that is former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Mr. Prithviraj Chavan. Let's talk to Mr. Chavan and find out what exactly is happening in Maharashtra.
It is.
Mr. Chavan, welcome so much to my studios. Thank you so much for talking to us, and it's such a pleasure to talk to you. Sir, I'll get right into the question. I know you've been talking a lot of channels. Sir, I'm an Indian citizen. I'm a domicile of Maharashtra. Sir, I'm very diligent about casting my vote. I take that as a privilege. I cast my vote, sir, and I remember last time I casted a vote for a political party. But my problem is, sir, I don't know which political party is now governing the state. Is it the BJP? Is it Shiv Sena? Or is it other part of Shiv Sena? Is it NCP? Or is it some other NCP? So who exactly is governing the state, sir?
Well, in a democracy, as we know, you get people elected with the first past the post system. The person can get less than 50%, even 30, 20% and get elected. We have a composition outcome of the 2019 election, which is a fractured verdict. And various permutation combinations have been tried. And now the new Modi innovation, the Operation Kamala, where an elected party is broken, anti-defection law notwithstanding, sometimes the two-thirds number that anti-defection law mandates is adhered to, sometimes it's not. And then you mix and match and try to cobble together, manufacture a majority, and then show to an obedient, loyal governor who has been appointed by the Prime Minister's party. And he readily agrees to whatever the majority party, the BJP, says. We saw what happened last time, and we saw what's happening now. It's a very, very tragic fact that the anti-defection law has not worked at all, particularly the 2003 amendment which Mr. Arun Jaitley under Vajpayee's government tried to do. I think he has tampered with it so much that it's just ineffective. No defection has been stopped. And what it has achieved in doing is made slaves out of the legislators and the parliamentarians. The whip system, you cannot have any independent view at all. And Parliament really commits a harakiri the moment they elect the Prime Minister or elect the Chief Minister. And then just sit back quietly and raise their hands when the whip tells them to raise their hand. It's a very sad system, needs reforms. But what we have today is a defection after defection after defection. Two major political parties in the state, which had formed a government after coming together, were broken. First, the Shiv Sena was broken, now NCP has been broken. And artificially manufactured majority is before us, and there is a government. The MVA, which was an opposition alliance, formidable opposition alliance, which would have, in the Lok Sabha election, trounced BJP and Shinde government. And Maharashtra being a very important state, I call it a frontline state. After the Karnataka defeat, BJP is no longer any play in southern states. And in the forthcoming election to 4 assemblies in Chhattisgarh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Telangana, BJP is not likely to get any major success. So Maharashtra becomes very important, frontline state, and winning Maharashtra is absolutely essential. They would not have won Maharashtra if they had not managed this play. First, the Shiv Sena is broken, and now NCP stands broken. And BJP hopes that with these shenanigans, with this play, they might get a better result out of Maharashtra in the next Lok Sabha election. Yes,
Sir,
the NVA.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
The MU alliance is weakened to the extent that NCP is broken. We don't know finally what is the numbers. Tomorrow we may get a slightly better picture because both the factions, the Ajit Pawar faction and the Sharad Pawar faction, are meeting at different times. And MLAs, total number of 35, total 53 MLAs, will then decide which way to go. Mr. Ajit Pawar requires two-thirds, which is 36 MLAs. If it doesn't have 36 MLAs, he stands to be disqualified. His ministers who have taken oath stand to be disqualified. So we'll know tomorrow. A lot of pressure, ED pressure, a lot of financial inducements, a lot of offers of positions are floating around. But we'll have to wait. The fact remains that there is a vertical split in the NCP. Why it happened? Did we not know that's coming? All those issues are there. We can debate as much as you want. But yes, it was on the cards. Moment Mr. Sharad Pawar announced succession, senior leaders like Praful Patel or senior leaders like Ajit Pawar did not accept that succession plan, which had very little role for them to in the future NCP, and they broke away. This was in planning stage for a quite long time. The power sharing formula was being worked out. Finally, apparently, there's an agreement which both parties agreed to. And my understanding and the feelers I'm getting from within the Ajit Pawar NCP camp is that Ajit Pawar has been promised the chief ministership when Shinde gets out or is made to go out or is made to lose his uh, battle in the disqualification case, whatever. But Mr. Modi has decided that it will be futile to go into the Lok Sabha battle with Shinde leading the state, leading the BJP government. He'd rather have somebody who will decisively deliver positive result, and that he thinks Ajit Pawar would do that. Now, that will create a lot of tensions within the BJP, within the RSS, within the Shinde group. I don't know how they handle it. It's a very difficult situation. Even the portfolio allocation is going to be a contentious issue. Uh, Maharashtra today has 29 ministers. They can go up to 43. So 14 more ministers have to be sworn in. Can they do it shortly? We're hearing another cabinet swearing in ceremony next week. But these are all matters in the future. But Mr. Modi is desperate. He's baffled, I would say, after the Karnataka defeat. I don't think the Ram Mandir or the Uniform Civil Code will deliver results for him. He'll try to invent some other trick, but at the same time, he's also putting ED pressure, the CBI pressure on the constituents of the 17-party alliance. You've seen what happened in Bihar, Tejasvi Yadav, and that will continue to go. The parties will be further broken and huge pressure of the agencies being put in every constituent within Maharashtra, outside Maharashtra. So that's the political scenario, as I see it.
Correct, sir. Correct. Sir, Modi has been doing this. Mr. Modi has been doing this. BJP has been doing this right from 2014. The only thing is that the grade has increased as the year passed. So I'll keep that aside for the moment. But, sir, we have one of the senior most leaders in India, that is Mr. Sharad Pawar, who claims to be or who gloats to have played a googly or a Chinaman and all of that. You see, sir, he has played googly with or he has thrown a googly to BJP. How do you know that he is not throwing a Chinaman to the opposition united? Number one. Number two, sir, while we should definitely not accept the kind of democracy or kind of practices that BJP is currently doing, should we be kind of agreeing to whatever is happening with even a Sharad Pawar?
Well, I think there is a point in what you're saying. It's very difficult to believe and trust what Mr. Pawar will do. For example, what happened in 2019 when suddenly we saw Ajit Pawar taking oath along with Devendra Fadnis in the morning. We were all surprised, we were shocked actually how this has happened. And Mr. Pawar in his book has said that I was shocked also, I didn't know this was happening. But now Mr. Fadnis has given an interview saying Mr. Sharad Pawar knew everything about what's happening in 2019 episode. Even the portfolio allocation, the ministers in charge, boards, corporation, all was decided with his contents in his presence between NCP and BJP. We were all shocked to hear that. And Mr. Pawar, when confronted with this interview of Mr. Fadnis, could not deny that. He sort of tried to laugh it away by saying it was a googly. But is there a Googly or a Chinaman this time? No, it is not, because now this involves succession. Last time it was just power, now it is succession. Who heads the NCP in future? Mr. Pawar has decided to hand over the party to Supriya. And senior leaders like Mr. Praful Patel, Ajit Pawar are not willing to accept that. So beyond the lure of power, it's also the issue that no longer the NCP power structure will accommodate them. They'll have to accept a lower position, and it will be Supriya Sule, Sharad Pawar's daughter, who will lead the party. Now they just refuse to accept that arrangement for whatever reasons. So I think this time it's real. It's about succession. It's about daughter.
Sir, in fact, if you look at it, so look at the people who have split with him. Dilip Walse Patel, Hassan Mushrif, Chhagan Bhujbal, Sunil Tatkare. These are people who swayed by Sharad Pawar. See, if it was an Amol Kole or maybe Dhananjay Munde and all, one can understand. Okay, chalo, that's you see, you can't, like it's like you quitting from Congress and joining some other party. I mean, these are people who you don't expect to quit from a party and go to another party. Is that how it is?
Don't forget that the intense ED heat, the intense problem. Many of them were imprisoned. Many of them were threatened with imprisonment. Their houses were searched, their properties were searched, their family members interrogated. There were threats that family members will be arrested. And all that threat, people beyond a point were not able to withstand that pressure. And they knew that nobody else, Mr. Sharad Pawar or anybody else, cannot help them out of this problem. Mr. Prime Minister Modi, in his Bhopal conclave just last week, publicly mentioned that NCP was involved in a 70,000 crore scam. And he named the irrigation scam, he named the state cooperative bank scam. Only factor is the man who's being investigated is Ajit Pawar and not Mr. Sharad Pawar. But BJP is aware, Prime Minister is aware. If Prime Minister is aware, he knows that 70,000 crore has been stolen from people. Why doesn't it take action? But they are using ED action. If there is anybody is indulged in corrupt practices, made a lot of illegal money laundered, all that is being used to coerce people into joining BJP. The moment they join BJP, they are laundered. Like Nirma.
Sir.
So this is a practice which is going on for a long time. We saw what happened in Karnataka, we saw what happened in Madhya Pradesh, Goa, in Shiv Sena case, now in NCP case. This is a standard practice. Coerce people, threaten people, arrest people, and then force them to switch parties to BJP. Partly, it is a succession battle, but most other people that you named were threatened for their own personal individual liberty, the fear of being arrested or thrown behind bars. Anil Deshmukh went inside for more than a year. Nawab Malik is still inside. Mr. Bhujbal himself suffered imprisonment for more than 2 years. So all that has worked together. Lure of power, instead of sitting home and doing nothing, you become a minister, whatever little portfolio you get. And you're also given a protection from arrests and ED action. This coercive action worked.
Assuming, sir, this is all true. Assuming this is all true, sounds very, very tough, but assuming this is all true, sir, then Sharad Pawar has 14 MLAs with him. Assuming what Ajit Pawar says is true too.
We're not sure. We're not sure yet.
Correct.
The final number is not out. Because
just to take
there's a meeting of respective groups tomorrow. That is 5th. Right. 11 o'clock, one party is meeting. 1 o'clock, another group is meeting.
Then so 36. They will have more than 36, right?
36 required to cause a third split, but we don't know whether 36 are there. There are 36 or 37 signatures, but all of them can tomorrow get up and say, no, my signature was obtained surreptitiously under false pretext. No, I'm with Sharad Pawar. So that parallel movement can happen. That will know only tomorrow who's with who. There'll be a photograph.
So you actually believe that Modi can be conned twice? I mean, last time 2019 and again this time?
I don't think so. Mr. Pawar has taken enough precautions, but the numbers are it's an ice-thin majority. So if one or two MLAs move to Mr. Sharad Pawar's side back again for whatever reason, important factor is when these MLAs go back to their constituencies, when they phone back to their constituencies, talk to their campaign managers, their municipal president, the Jilla Parishad president, and they give a negative feedback, then they're worried. So I don't know what happens. It's a matter of one or two members moving here and there. A lot of numbers are floating around, but there also BJP is also not quiet. They're making sure that nothing of the sort happens, that they get the numbers. So we'll know tomorrow. But let us assume that Mr. Ajit Pawar has the requisite number. He has more
Yes.
than 36 MLA. And the split will be, at least one part of the split will be sanctified. The other part, that the broken away group has to merge into some political party. We don't know about that, because that even did not happen in case of the Eknath Shinde group. So it's another issue. But I am a strong votary that this whole anti-defection law, the 2003 amendment, should be scrapped in toto. A new anti-defection law, a simple anti-defection law, will be enacted. If you change the party which has elected you, quit and re-elect.
Quit.
So anyway, that's a different matter.
Sir,
But
then in that case, supposing you're talking about, say, 36 people going, 36 MLAs going, and supposing you have the election commission who gives sanctity to Mr. Ajit Pawar's party, then what happens? What happens to Sharad Pawar? Would he start his own party once again with a new symbol, or would he be looking
what
at?
happened? Yesterday, he had come to my constituency.
Correct.
I met him yesterday. I welcomed him actually. He came to pay his respects to the Samadhi of Prithviraj Chavan, his mentor, and the first chief minister of Maharashtra. I welcomed him with my supporters, just to give a moral support and all. He has vowed that no matter what happens in the split tomorrow, he'll start from scratch, he'll start from day one. And he actually started yesterday itself. He's going to go to every single constituency of MLA who has crossed over, campaign there. And he's sure, he's confident. He said, I've done it before many times. I'll do it again. I'll build the party from scratch and teach all of them a lesson. So he appears determined. At the same time, he's 83 years old. But I have seen his determination. I have seen him passing through such a phase. When he broke a party in 99, he broke from Congress. And he's been able to bring a party. So I won't put it beyond him that he'll get many people back. And he has vowed that every single one who is deserted him will be defeated in the next election. I mean, we don't know what happens. But
Strategically, sir, wouldn't it be?
Prepared. I think he's mentally prepared to lose a symbol. Because if the numbers are
Correct.
there and there is election commission, which will helpfully decide a particular way. So he's prepared. And then when a question was asked in a press conference, that who is the face of your party? He said Sharad Pawar is the face of the party. So he's
Correct.
determined to lead from the front, and he is the person. I saw a lot of young crowd in Karad yesterday, all gathered from all over the district and all that thing. I think he'll be able to create a movement because most of them were corrupt people. Most of them had been accused of corruption by ED. They're facing serious charges. I think people will welcome if he's bringing a fresh breath air to a new team to take on these older people who deserted him. It's an
Sir,
interesting time.
look at how unfortunate it is. Sir. More than interesting, I think, is how unfortunate it is. You have one Shiv Sena in the government, you have one Shiv Sena in the opposition. You have one NCP now in the government, you have one NCP in the opposition. Sir, wouldn't it be prudent for Mr. Pawar to join Congress? Wouldn't it be prudent? There is a ready-made setup. He's been a congressman, so it's not going to be something new for him. So why wouldn't he do that?
That is for Mr. Pawar to decide, and for the Congress leadership to decide. And of course, there will be a question. I'm just hypothetically talking about it. There will be a question about what role Mr. Pawar gets in the Congress party. But that's for the future. I think currently he's going to revive the NCP under whatever name, whatever symbol, whatever thing, a new name or something, whatever. So he's going to do that. But tomorrow, I'm sure we will come together. We are with him as long as part of the broad opposition coalition of 17 parties.
Sir, can I honestly ask you a question, sir? Will these 17 parties actually trust Sharad Pawar?
No, it doesn't have to be. See, our whole premise is that we have this coalition of 17, 16, 18 parties together with one purpose. And that is to defeat Mr. Modi. And you can only do that if you put up one candidate against one BJP candidate. We avoid division of votes that happened in 14 and 19. If that happens, I think election will be, it'll be easier to defeat Mr. Modi no matter what. But Mr. Modi will not let that happen. And you see what happened in Maharashtra.
Correct.
There are rumors that something similar will happen in Bihar, something similar in Rajasthan. So he will not let this happen. But if this happens, another proviso, that you should not insist on a face. BJP will tease us कि हमारे पास तो मोदी है, आपका चेहरा कौन है, आपका फेस कौन है. I think opposition parties should not fall in that trap. We should repeat what happened in 1977. Jayaprakash Narayan brought a broad coalition of opposition parties against Mrs. Gandhi. The sole
Correct.
objective of defeating Mrs. Gandhi, they succeeded without a face. So if you try and get a face, whether it be from Eastern India, whether it be from Western India, who else, I think that should be avoided. We should first defeat Mr. Modi, and when the majority is there of the opposition parties, then they'll sit down and decide who's to the shape of the government and who's to lead the government.
Correct. Sir, I completely agree to you because that's exactly what I was going to tell you. 1977, it was not faceless. It was JP's face. There was Jayaprakash Narayan's face. And yeah, of course, having a prime ministerial candidate is a different issue. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a leadership. So somewhere down the line, every time we had a unified opposition historically, right from 1977, we had a face. Which was a leadership phase, not a prime ministerial phase. So, don't you think that phase is going to be important, sir?
Well, I think face is a convener who would bring everybody together. He'll act as a secretariat with a moral authority that he can pick up a phone and call Mamta Banerjee, call Nitish Kumar, call Stalin and all, get everybody together and attend, arrange meetings and all that. Now, does he automatically become the future face of the leadership, the prime minister? That would be a contentious problem. So, like Mr. Jayaprakash Narayan was clearly not a candidate for prime ministership.
Correct.
If there is somebody who tells the alliance, look, I'm not a candidate, I'm not a prime minister candidate, but I just want to bring you together with the sole objective of defeating BJP. That can be worked out. Not easy. There should be issues, but I think it can be worked out. Whether it needs 1%, 2%, say, triumvirate, a group of 2-3 people, I don't know what will happen. But moment you try and project a prime ministerial face, there's a problem.
That's a problem.
That is what will be decided in Bangalore and the future meetings. Mr. Modi will try to see that people are weaned away, taken away. All that will happen. If coercive actions and all.
Sir, my second last question to you. I will take 3 more minutes from your time. Sir, is this ED IT going to continue? Is there a way that this will all stop or this will all go away? Question number 1 and counter question, subsidiary to that is, sir, how do we guarantee that tomorrow, say, Congress comes to power? Congress won't use ED because once something is set rolling, then it just gets bigger, isn't it? So,
you're right. I think there is no clear-cut answer to that. You have to only go by the past precedents of what Congress has done. And we are not saying that Congress will come to power. Congress leader will become the leader of the alliance. No, it can be anybody. Last time, parties came together and decided to accept the Congress leader, Dr. Manmohan Singh, Sonia ji nominated, to be the leader, and he was there for 10 years. Tomorrow, if the opposition parties get a majority and Mr. Modi does not get a majority, then opposition parties can get together, sit in the central hall or whatever is there in the new parliament now, and decide that somebody from the non-Congress parties will, if they get larger number, will be nominated to lead the government, and Congress party should accept it, provided they get a larger number than Congress party's total number, and provided they are also ready to accept one name. If they bicker about the name within the other group, then Congress party, it will come back to Congress party. That I think can be resolved. Will this last long? I'm not sure. May not last long, but it's more important now to defeat Mr. Modi in 2024. And I think this is the only form.
Correct. My last question to you, sir. Sir, how is your relationship with Uddhav Thackeray now? Will this relationship last? And what would be your strategy in 2024? I'm talking about Vidhan Sabha. Actually, no, Vidhan Sabha and Lok Sabha, of course. Sorry.
Vidhan Sabha may follow. It's due in October, but they may prepone it to coincide with Lok Sabha, or they may even, I don't think they'll take it early. But for Lok Sabha, we have 48 seats. We'll contest all 48 seats. We'll divide the 48 seats among the 3 groups. The Uddhav Thackeray, Shiv Sena, Sharad Pawar's NCP and our party. And I think based on past performance, we will share. It's not going to be easy discussion, but we will be able to, with the sole objective of defeating BJP, we'll come together, share seats, and all 3 of us together will be able to defeat BJP. Although task has become a little harder, it would have been easier if entire NCP was intact. But now that NCP is split, there will be some challenges. I think about 3 or 4 districts: Pune, Ahmednagar, Nashik, in one or two districts. But I think Mr. Pawar himself with aggressive campaign, which he'll do in this area only. He'll probably not campaign in Mumbai or Vidarbha. So area where he has a influence, he'll campaign, and I think the wrong will be corrected. Let's hope for the best. I think we'll fight the election together. Mr. Modi will try his best to make sure that this doesn't happen. There are rumors that Congress people are being targeted, that remaining part of Shiv Sena is being targeted, that whatever rumors are
Sir,
right
but
with government.
your relationship with Uddhav Thackeray is intact and as good as ever.
He knows that if he contests alone, he has now only about 14, 15 MLAs in the House of 288. For him to go alone will be counterproductive, or for Mr. Sharad Pawar to now go alone will be counterproductive. Congress party is the largest party now with 45 MLAs and larger vote percentage. I think it's in interest of all the three parties and the smaller parties which may come with us to fight together and avoid division of votes amongst us. If we avoid division of votes in Maharashtra among the three parties and we take one person on, I mean, there is a negativity about Mr. Shinde's episode, there's negativity about NCP people. So I think it'll be interesting battle. Let's see what happens.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for
We are
talking to us.
Thank you. We are also Karnataka. Let's not forget Karnataka.
Yeah, of course, you have Karnataka. That is definitely there. But but as in today's statement, Mr. Kumaraswamy is trying to now pull Karnataka down. I guess everybody takes inspiration, don't they?
I think that will not happen. The margin is too big. Anyway,
Correct.
thank you for having me. It was a nice talking.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.